Hi, I'm Doc Palmer. I'm the author of McGraw-Hill's Maintenance Planning and Scheduling Handbook. The two concepts underlying all of planning and scheduling are a bit unusual, but the fact that they're weird is why most people don't get them. But because most people don't get them, that gives us a competitive edge if we do. Maintenance planning and scheduling is a best practice. The two fundamental concepts are we want to run planning as a Deming cycle. We're not giving perfect job plans. We would like to, but the fact of the matter is you can't. So what we want to do is set ourselves up to give the best plan we can, but we don't want anybody to blindly follow a job plan. We want professional craftspersons doing what's right. If a doctor opens up a patient for a bypass and the patient needs a double bypass, we want the doctor to do what's right, do the double bypass and report. The plan is a head start for a professional, but we want the feedback, and we're running a Deming cycle to make better job plans over the years. The scheduling part is about defeating Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law says the amount of work assigned expands to fill the amount of time available. If we don't give enough work, we won't get more work done than we normally do. If we underload the schedule, say 70% to allow for 30% reactive work or for unknowns, every little scheduled job that we do will take a little bit longer than it should. Every reactive job that we get will take a little bit longer than it should. It's better to fully load the schedule and then accept lower schedule compliance because it's okay to break the schedule. We don't want anybody to blindly follow a weekly schedule. So the schedule won't be accurate as far as dictating everything we're doing next week, but it will help us get more work done than we normally do, which is the true purpose of scheduling. Today I want to talk about project closeout. Planners continually over the years build up information. When we work on this, make sure you don't forget to do this. When we work on that, make sure you don't forget to do that. This is the best way to work on that. This is the right serial nameplate information for that equipment. It looks like it was replaced a few years ago and we didn't record that information. That brings me to today's topic and next time's topic is when a project is closed out by an engineer or a project manager, it is not enough to get the new pump. It is not enough to get the new system. It is not enough to get the new plant physically in operation and making money. We want the information from the project. We want, for purchasing, we want who was the project manager. We want the start and finish dates. We want the punch list items. We want to know who the contractors and subs were, purchase order number, project cost. Warranty information will be subject for a future session, but warranty information, we want that into our system. We want to at least collect it from the project manager. For the asset and system, we want the O&M manuals in the correct format. We want the lubrication and predictive maintenance recommendations. We want the inventory items. You know, stuff that we no longer need to keep in inventory, we want that taken out. The new stuff that we think, this is still a guess, economic order quantities, max, mins, how much your safety stock should be, we don't know yet because we haven't seen that system operate. We have a guess, we want to put that stuff in inventory. We want to get the new inventory numbers. We want the drawings and schematics. We want as-built, what was actually done. We really want serial nameplate information. When we plan jobs, that's a big planner task, is get the nameplate information. Well, that should be given to us at the end of a project so we can enter that in the computer. And one of the hardest things to get is the new CMMS numbers for the computer. You know, you've replaced one system with a new system. The old system had 3 valves, the new system has 5 valves, and they're different configuration. We want those old numbers taken out of the computer. We want the new numbers put in the computer. We've got to get that information from the project. And how do you get that information from the engineers before they scamper off to a new project? Well, how about a maintenance manager sign-off that's mandatory? So let's say I'm a project engineer and I go to my district engineer once for my annual review. Say, okay, I'm here for my review, and my district manager says, well, Doc, I see you did not do any projects last year. Tell me not only why you should not get a raise, but why I should not take money from your salary, and why do we need you here? Why do we need you here if you haven't done any projects? Why did 5 projects on major outages? I know, Doc, but you did a good job, I've heard, but you did not get the maintenance manager sign off on any of your projects. Look at this one at Southside Generating Station. You didn't get a sign off. Okay, I'll be back. So I got to Southside Generating Station and talked to the maintenance manager. Charlie, would you sign off on my project? Doc, you do good work, but I'm just not going to sign off on your project. Well, why not? Well, see my shelf there with O&M manuals? Yes. Do you see that pile of paper on the side? Well, yes. Well, that pile of paper is your project. I didn't get the O&M manual in the correct size 3-ring binder. You're kidding. Sorry, Doc. Well, would you sign off on my project later and I'll do that for you? No, sorry, Doc, you didn't do it. If I get it in the right size binder, will you sign my project? Well, sure, Doc, you do good work. Okay, thanks, Charlie. And I spend the weekend at Staples putting everything in the right size binder so it'll get on the maintenance manager's shelf so we can use the O&M manual later. You've got to do that. I think we're in this mode of, as engineers, and I am an engineer, so I'll take some of the blame. We do these projects and we leave. That's not good enough. The money's in doing the right project to begin with, building the right kind of plant. Should we build a gas plant? Should we build a fluid bed? Should it be pulverized coal? Should it be what should it be? Should we do dual fuel for the gas turbines? Should they also have a diesel option just in case we have to truck in diesel? That's a big deal. But after that's built, the money's in operations and maintenance. These systems, assets, plants have to run for 30 and 40 years. We've got to be able to maintain those. We don't just want 50% availability. We don't just want 80% availability. How about the best availability we can have with a trade-off between planned outages and maintenance outages, hopefully not any forced outages. We need to do a good job, and we need that information, not just count on the planners to collect it over the years. We ought to start out with a full set. So that's my take on that. Thanks for joining me. Next time we're going to talk about Bill Biekert's book and how the business case and mandating a digital twin, the digital plant that we also need. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time, and God bless.